Hi guys, Stoge here, bringing you some Battlefield 3 close quarters footage from this weekend. As you guys know, the map pack came out this past Tuesday. So this is me playing on Zeba Tower with the DW24. Here I am approaching the A flag. This is pretty much the hot spot of this map. I found that most of the action comes down right here because you can approach it from the two stairwells you see on the side and that hallway right there. And you can shoot at it from that balcony across the way. This C flag can be kind of a pain in the ass because guys can see down on you from the roof. So you got to be careful them looking at you through that big glass window up top. And I don't know what this guy's doing right here, but he just bails off the side of the building. But you'll notice I just left C and I'm going to A. You can go from A to B, B to C, C to A. This is not a linear map design like say a Metro where you can get spawn trapped. You can get to the objectives from all different areas. The other thing to note about these new maps in close quarters is that you can't spawn on an objective that you have captured, and you don't spawn on a deployment. You either spawn on one of your teammates, your squad mates, or you spawn in a random place. You see I switched it up here and I'm going with the AEK. I started off running the grip, the laser, and the Cobra, but I actually ended up, my favorite setup with this gun was the grip, the suppressor, and the Cobra. I think the suppressor gives you that little bit of an edge because when you're shooting at guys from the side or across the way, you don't get their teammates clipping you from the side on the same level. There's not as much of a benefit to the suppressor because the mini-map is based on what level you're standing on. I'm not sure if you guys noticed that or not, but I think there's a definite benefit from a sound standpoint. I think when you're shooting, guys have a harder time figuring out where you're shooting at them from. And here's a couple clips here at A again. Like I said, it's a very high traffic area. The other thing you'll notice about these capture points is how close you have to be in proximity to that flag to actually cap it. It's a lot closer than Conquest if that's what you're used to. And being that close to the flag when you're capping makes you vulnerable to C4 traps, so you gotta watch out for that. Leave you with the rest of this gameplay, and I'll see you on the next map.
Has been neutralized. We have taken the objective. The fucking grenade!
This is Operation 925, which I think is my least favorite map of the four. This map is basically two different levels. It's this main level where A flag is and C flag at the other end, and then down in a basement parking garage is the B flag. I felt like in this map I could run from the different capture points and just not see anybody. I felt like you'd go from A to B, B to C, C to A, and you just get capture points and you wouldn't find anybody to shoot at. And I don't think that that's necessarily a problem with the map design. I think it's more a problem with the 8v8 that they now have the consoles set to for these new maps. I mean, we're used to playing 12v12, and 8v8 is quite a few less people. The other thing that does is it makes it harder to get your buddies in the game with you. We'll sit in the queue sometimes for 10-20 minutes just trying to get in the game, and then we got to spend another game or two trying to get on the same team. So it can be kind of a pain, and I sent some tweets out to DICE and Battlefield to see if they're thinking about putting a 12v12 game mode into this, and they haven't said no, so we'll keep our fingers crossed. I'll leave you with the rest of this gameplay, and I'll see you on Danya Fortress.
The objective has been taken.
This is Donya Fortress. This is my second favorite map in the map pack. In this area I'm at right now, this is the C flag. This area is utter chaos all the time. As you can see here, I'm up on a balcony. This goes all four sides around that C flag, and you can enter that balcony from two different places. And down here on the ground floor, you can enter from the front, left, or right. It's almost a guaranteed death for someone in your squad every time you cap this flag. Now from the C cap, you can run down to B. As you see, the enemy team's taking B right now. So as soon as you see them cap that, you're going to see them run up this stairwell right here. This area is awesome for kill feeds. 1, 2. There's a double. Later on in this clip, you'll see some more of that. The only downside I really saw to this map was the A flag and the kind of wasted center courtyard area. You'll see the A flag here in a minute. It's kind of up on a perch. And it doesn't offer a whole lot. I mean, you generally see yourselves running up there and capping that flag and not seeing anybody, and then you bail out and jump down here to these tunnels at B or run across to C. So here's that kill feed area again. I mean, just going nuts. This stuff happens all the time between B and C, so really love this map for that kind of action. And right here you're going to see a tactic that a lot of people are using because those cap circles, like I said, are so tight. Throwing down C4, running up the stairs here, and when I get to the top of the stairs and round this corner, I see their cap in B, pull out the clicker, kaboom. And I'll leave you here with a couple clips from my first ever gun game, and I'll see you on my favorite map from the map pack, Scrap Metal. Scrap Metal. This was definitely my favorite map in the map pack release. I love this map because A, B, and C offered great gunfights, and I felt they were very evenly placed, and each flag offered a different kind of challenge. Like right here at C flag, this is just a tight corridor, and you get pinned in there, and guys can come at you from both sides. Right here in the beginning of this clip, I'm using the M417, which is the newest addition to the Recon class. And I was a big fan of the SKS before, but I think this gun is going to replace it, man. It is absolutely awesome. In this clip, I'm running it with the iron sights, the foregrip, and the laser. And the laser comes in handy quite a bit at those CQC encounters. And the iron sights aren't that bad. I don't have any sights unlocked for it yet, because this is like my first game playing with the M417. But the iron sights are pretty damn good. The other thing this gun boasts over its nearest competitor, the SKS, is a one-hit headshot out to a pretty reasonable distance. And right here you'll see these guys taking advantage of the random spawn system. Actually, it's more to my advantage. And that is one of the downsides to these maps. You can't spawn on flags you have caps, so sometimes you got to take that risk. Overall, I had a lot of fun playing these maps over the weekend. I probably only played them for about 4 to 5 hours. And I got to know them pretty well in the 4 to 5 hours. The one thing I would say, and this is a pretty universal rule for playing these FPS games online, is try to play with your buddies or some people you know or someone you can at least communicate with, because if you get stuck on a team by yourself and the other team's just dominating you, it is absolutely no fun. Overall, I was very happy with the close quarters offering. I think the maps offer some pretty different play styles from what we're used to seeing from Battlefield 3, and there are some downsides. I mean, you can get frustrated, you can get spawn killed, but I think if you adjust your play style and play with people that you know or that you can communicate with, I think you're going to have a lot of fun. For these maps, I definitely recommend, like I said before, the AEK, the MP7, the SPAS 12, and if you want to snipe a little bit, the M417 is awesome too. Thanks for watching, guys. We really enjoyed making this video and hope to do some more for the future DLC releases from Battlefield 3. You can follow us on Twitter at DW247 and myself at StogeP, and subscribe to us on YouTube at Digital Warfare 247 and my YouTube at Stoge2002. Thanks.
Heads up! C4's gonna blow!